Hello, in this video I'm going to give you an overview of the customizations in Sybiz Vision version 15.30. Now we'll start with the custom grids. These were previously called custom analytics, and for those of you familiar with them, there's not only been the name change, but they've also changed the location. So here I've got, let's just say this creditors one here. So previously what would happen is if I went to the creditors tab, under the analytics I would find my custom analytics, but when it comes to the grids, they're now under the lists for the specific ledger, so here under the suppliers list. So just very briefly, what these custom grids allow you to do is basically be limited only by your imagination in terms of what data can be presented to you in a way that you would like. So this grid here is just showing some supplier outstanding orders, and I've got some custom or conditional formatting on it to show me any that have been done today. I can then do a right click, and not only can I inquire into the supplier itself, but from that same right click menu I have the ability to go straight in to the purchase order and even make modifications and process the purchase order. So there's some great power there with the custom grids. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is the custom pivots. Now basically these are similar to the analytics that you've had previously. So under the general ledger you've got the analytics and then the accounts. So this one comes out of the box, and you do have the ability to change the formatting of it and change the look and feel to suit your particular requirements. Or what you can do now is you can have your own pivots defined and custom pivots brought into the system, and again allowing you to basically customize them in terms of look and feel to what it is that you're actually after. So that's the custom pivots, and with both the custom grids and custom pivots you'd certainly want to get your Sybiz business partner involved in setting them up for you. Similarly with the custom inquiries, now these used to be called the external data view, but we've now called them custom inquiries, and I've got a couple examples here. One is my old history in my customer record. So this is just one example of how we can use this particular functionality. So let's just say we've converted to new Sybiz Vision and we've got some data in our old system that we still want at our fingertips in the new software. So let's just go to debtors, and we'll just go straight to the customers and drill down into the inquiry screen, and you'll see I've got an old history tab here. So that's an example of a custom inquiry where you can put not only the header information associated with information that's come from old systems, but also the line level information as well. So you'll be able to drill down and see who's bought what, when, and how much they paid for it. And that doesn't interfere at all with your new data. It's totally clean, and you do have the ability to stitch the information together, old and new data together, so you get a complete version there as well. Back into the customizations area, so that's custom inquiries. Custom search is now also available, and not only that, instead of having to go into the help file to work out all the different search terms for the various bits and pieces you can search for within the system, you've now got a complete list here. So if there was a specific search term that you're a little bit stuck on, if you were doing a search limited by the search term, then you can find the list of them here. So I've created an old search for basically searching the invoice numbers associated with the old history data that I've brought across into my custom inquiries. So let's just say that someone's rung up about a particular invoice that's in my old history but not in my new. So I can just basically type in the invoice number, and I don't know the full number, so I'm just going to put in a little bit of information here, and it's found sales invoices for me associated with the old data that I've brought across. I can then drill down into the customer record, go to my old history, and there it is. I can see that invoice there, and again, as we said previously, go into the line level information to get the data there as well. So that is the custom search combined with the custom inquiries, and we'll just head back to the next thing on the list is the external applications. Now this has been there since the start, and essentially what this allows you to do is configure applications, the most popular of course being Sybiz Vision Classic, and configure it in a way that it can be launched directly from the software itself. So we'll go to the custom tab here, and let's just say we want to bring up the product viewer from Sybiz Vision Classic, and there we can drill down into the viewer as we would normally and get the information before returning back to the main application in the new software. Okay, and the final thing we want to show you just in this clip is in custom fields now you have the ability to add custom fields to both manufacturer header and lines for both manufacturer issues and returns. So some new transactional custom fields there. The final thing just to mention as well is that there is the ability to control the security on those custom rights, and that is also new in version 15.30. So there you have it. That's the customizations in version 15.30. Thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Sybiz.